1 Peter 5:8 tells us to be sober, be vigilant, for the adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. This is a series of videos that I'm making about human predators in my own life. And this is video number 5, and it's about a handyman. I was in my early 20s and I lived in an upper story apartment. And I got home from work one day and there was a cigarette butt in the toilet. It struck me very odd, but I didn't do anything about it, and I should have called management immediately, because there should be no one coming into your apartment or your home. The landlord has to give you 24 hours notice, even if it's a handyman, before they can just come in. But anyway, it bothered me, but I let it go. Well, later that evening, there was someone at the door, and I opened the door, and it was the handyman, and he had been drinking, and he just came right into the house. If I could relive that moment, I would have called at the cigarette butt. I would have called the manager. I would not have opened the door, and I would have, as soon as he came in, I would have slipped out the door past him. If the door had been opened, each stage along the way, I could have done something different. Anyway, he got very sexually aggressive with me, and he had been drinking. He was a very stocky guy, very strong. I didn't know anything about self-defense at that time, and I was praying, and I was just squirming, trying to get away, and I did manage to get to the door and get it open. And when it opened up, I went outside, and then he came out there onto the balcony with me, which would have been a good opportunity to maybe try to push him over the balcony. But at that age, it took me a long time to even get mad or get offended by what people did to me. I was so busy always trying to be nice or give people the benefit of the doubt, or wonder what I had done wrong, or if something was my fault, not wanting to get people in trouble, or not wanting to get retaliation from people if I did have to report them. At this age, I wouldn't care at all, and I hope that you are, especially you young people, that you would report something like that immediately if anything close to this has happened to you. Don't be afraid to get them in trouble. Even after that, instead of me reporting him, I moved. I completely changed my life, but I should have gotten him fired. I should have gotten him charges filed against him. So it's just another moment I wish I could have a do-over on, but I'm good with God keeping me safe through that and get me out of there. But how many other people did he do that to? And then later, I also discovered that he had been rifling through my dresser, and there was no telling how many times he had come prowling through my apartment. And he also could have easily been waiting in the apartment for me. So it's tricky when someone else has a key to your place. Get cameras, and when you're inside, have another kind of lock that you can do, that they, just like a hotel room has that little latch. Get something like that, put a chair under the door. Don't answer your door. You don't have to be nice. Being polite is starting to get people killed, or has for a long time. Anyway, I hope this helps you.